Hello guys, and welcome back to another For Honor Heroes build video with me, Daniel Does It. Today we are working on the Shugoki, and the mode we're focused around is Dominion. So let's go ahead and get into the 3 perk selection. The perks I go with for the Dominion build is Bastion, Vengeful Barrier, and Bulk Up. Now a lot of players are probably gonna wonder why not Last Stand. I'm gonna get to that when we get to the feats. There's a point where you don't need too much high damage reduction. If you have a lot of damage reduction, increase your health to have longer amount of time with the damage reduction. You'll see why I'm saying that now, but let's get to it. So Bastion is the perk that the perk that I choose over Remedy and Feline Agility is because we're playing in Dominion. You're a Shugoki, you're not as fast as other players. Half the time I try to hold down zones with Shugoki, or I go and support my players, or I go rotating in zones trying to capture them, thus allowing me to have some damage reduction from the beginning of the battle all the way till the end if I'm in a zone. Vengeful Barrier I go with because when we are happening to get revenge, with all the damage reduction that we do get if we get ganked, which you most likely will in Dominion, allows you to come out of revenge with a shield. Now if you have damage reduction like we do with Bastion and Feats, etc., your house shield is going to last longer, granting you the chance to get into revenge another time. Bulk Up is the last one I go with. I choose that over Last Stand and Rising Dawn because yes, reviving players is pretty vital, but standing your ground, even if you're getting ganked at a zone, and preventing the other players from having points by neutralizing their zone and fighting in it, and waiting for other players to respond and come back and help you with full life, in my opinion, is better than trying to revive characters in a mode that's based on zones, not lives like Breach. Bulk Up grants you more health for a total of 16 once you go to Renown level 4, which is skills. Once you have your 4th skill unlocked, you'll be at 16 health. Last Stand, it's a pretty nice perk, but we have other feats that's going to help us not have to use this perk and actually gain more health instead. Let's go ahead and get into the feats now. Now the first feat I go with is Throw Father. I choose that over Iron Lungs and Speed Revive. Again, reviving isn't as vital as it would be in Breach. We are trying to hold down zones and destroy the enemies as much as possible. Iron Lungs, I don't like this feat. I don't understand why it's a feat. First of all, I don't want to be exhausted. I don't think anybody wants to be exhausted. And this allows you to run away at full sprint basically when you're exhausted. Now, if you are going to run away, half the time players can guard break you from running away. You have to literally dash roll. So you probably can do that with Iron Lungs. I haven't tried. But who really wants a feat that does that when Throw Father allows you to have what you used to have on gear stats, which is throw distance? This literally doubles the distance of how the Shugoki throws people. So if you see you're in a zone, you got Bastion, you got all these perks that you can hold down zones, you're a Shugoki monster, you know. You can throw people into walls, you can throw people off of ledges and the spikes, the environment. Don't be afraid to use it. If you do it, or if you don't do it, they're gonna do it to you. That's how it is. That's why I don't care what anybody says. Say what you want to say, but if I didn't do it, he would have tried to do it to me. Now, slowed and gain high damage. Okay, second feat I go with is Juggernaut over Smoke Bomb and Rock Steady. Reason why that is because this allows me to be like the old school Shugoki, where the Shugoki used to be able to have hyper armor and eat through everything. Now since players don't expect that anymore, I get high damage reduction on top of being uninterruptible, which means I can fully charge. People think they're going to be able to stab me or grab me, which you'll automatically counter grab because you cannot be grabbed. I think they added that in Juggernaut. That's slippery. Yeah, slippery is where you're not able to be guard break. I'm literally able to eat through like 4 or 5 hits and just kill everybody, which I've done in most streams and other gameplay videos, which you will see. But it is beautiful, surprising players who are so used to the Shugoki change and not ready to see that they can eat more than 1 hit. I use that over Smoke Bomb and Rock Steady. Rock Steady is nice. I feel like it's more for survival in case you get exhausted and you want to fall down, more for like 1v1s. But when you're in a group, you're either going to get swept by a Valkyrie, which is still going to knock you. You cannot be unbalanced by parries and throws, which is not a throw. You still could get kicked. You just can't basically, like if you're exhausted and you throw a heavy or a light and you get parried, you fall to the ground. But instead you win it. If you get guard broke when you're exhausted, you fall to the ground. Instead you win it. That's the only difference that Rocksteady gives you. That's why I like Juggernaut, because it gives me damage reduction and I'm able to eat hits. Smoke Bomb is nice. It lasts a few seconds. Sometimes I feel like it works great. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't work great. Sometimes I feel like it works better for the other time. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't. You know, who knows? But I feel like it's good to cover your revives if that's what you're trying to do, or to protect the commander if you're in breach. Now, moving on to the third feat, we have hard to kill. I use this over longbow and punch through. The reason why that is because this allows us not to have to use last stand, and plus it's not only when you're in critical health, it's whenever you lose health, you gain damage reduction. So as you're losing health, this is what I do. I go in a fight, full health, activate Juggernaut. High damage reduction. Whatever damage they done to me, once Juggernaut's gone, now I have hard to kill activated, which is giving me damage reduction from whatever life I lost. So the whole time I have damage reduction, and if I'm in a zone with Bastion, it's 10% on top of whatever this is giving me. Longbow, pretty cool. It does a moderate amount of damage, like it says. Not half a bar, but about a half a bar of an enemy's health bar. And people can dodge it. You can see it coming. It's not too reliable, as beneficial as it would be to have hard to kill. Punch through, it's the same thing as heal on block. You get a shed amount of damage to players who are blocking your attacks, being turtles, etc. But you don't want to rely on a feat that's going to allow you to do damage to players that are blocking. You want to learn how to open them up. Find your own type of combos, feint, etc. Learn how to hit the players. Don't rely on block damage or punch through to help you in fights like that. No offense, I'm just saying, even me, you just gotta learn with every character, and every character you fight how to open them up. I still have hard times sometimes fighting conquerors and armor mushers. Those are like my weaknesses right now. Moving on to the fourth feat, we have Staggering Blow, and I choose that over Arrow Storm and Regenerate. First of all, you don't need Regenerate because when you're not in combat, you're going to be in a zone, most likely healing already. Arrow Storm, it's not as accurate as you would hope it to be. You can damage your allies. It is better in my opinion than Catapult nowadays, but I don't know. I'd rather go with Staggering Blow because not only do you have Throw-Faller, now you have Staggering Blow. So whenever you hit an enemy with a heavy attack, they fall to the ground. You can have time to get a light or another heavy in. If you grab an enemy and you throw them, they fall to the ground. This is so great in getting ganked because I'll hit one person, everybody falls to the ground, and then my second heavy would be a fully charged, and I almost wipe out 2 to 3 enemies. This is my build for Dominion for this Shugoki monster. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. I really do appreciate that. And until next time, guys, if you could give me a sub, it means a lot. It takes nothing, it costs nothing. And until next time, guys, in streams or videos, I'll talk to you guys later.